So guys, what are we going to study? We're going to continue with whole numbers and look at some properties of whole numbers. These properties you've been applying it throughout, but let's understand them properly and see how we can apply them and get answers quickly, or how we can make our calculation part simpler, as simple as that. So let's start with it. It says properties of whole numbers. Now guys, let's simply divide it into two halves. Okay. Today we are going to focus on addition and we're going to focus on multiplication. Alright. In the next session, that is the last or final session of whole numbers, we are going to focus on properties related to subtraction and properties related to division. Am I clear, guys? So today's focus is just this. Let's not go here. This will be covered in detail in the next session. Alright. So now, if I have to discuss, I'll say addition properties and I'll say multiplication properties. Now, what are the properties that we have over here? The first property, guys, it is termed as closure property. Anyone who can tell me or any guesses what closure property is?
So, can I tell?
Yes. Yes, Pragya.
So closure property is the property in which if you add two numbers, the answer should also be a plus, a positive number.
Okay. Anyone with any other answer?
Can I?
Yes. Yes.
Any two whole numbers, A and B, there is will be like A plus B is also a whole number.
This answer is also a whole number, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Any other answers, guys? Anyone else who wants to speak? So when you have long answers, you can unmute and speak, okay? So basically, yes, closure property is simple. Say I have two whole numbers. A is one whole number and B is one whole number. When I am adding two whole numbers, the result or the answer that I get is also a whole number, basically. So say I add 12 and I add 24. The answer is 36. These two whole numbers, when added, are also giving me a whole number. As simple as that. Because we were talking about the addition property, the operation we perform here is plus. That's very clear. Now, if I have to discuss the same closure property in terms of multiplication, what do you think is the answer? What do you think is the property? Slight modification. Anyone who would like to speak?
Sir, you can repeat the question.
I'm saying in addition property, we just discussed closure property. And because addition was being discussed, plus was the operation. Now, what is the closure property in multiplication?
Sir, is it the same thing when 0 is there in one of the numbers?
Is it the same thing when 0 is there? Can you explain that?
Sir, like if it's 0 plus something, so like if we multiply something with 0, then the answer will come 0, right? So
okay.
then the like will it be a whole, like will it be a closure property?
Okay, we'll come to what you're saying. That's another thing.
I can give one example.
Yes, yeah, that's what I want. I don't want definitions. I want examples. I want to know how you've understood it.
Sir, I have three examples.
Anyone. I don't want.
Okay. Yeah. 7 multiplied by 8 is equal to 56.
So what do you have from here? What has been derived?
Sir, 56 is a whole number.
Right, exactly. It is the same as the addition as the closure property of addition. Okay. So when two whole numbers are multiplied, the resultant answer is also a whole number. As simple as that. Instead of plus as an operation, multiplication is the operation. So guys, whenever we study properties, we are going to study them together. I am not going to go addition properties, closure, commutative, distributive, etc. In addition, what is closure? In multiplication, what is closure? So that we are able to correlate. Is that clear? Is the first closure property clear, guys? Let's move on to the next one.
Sir, so we can in short say that if we add these two, we will get the whole number, right?
When we add two whole numbers, we get a whole number, not two numbers. For example, see 4.5 when added to 5.5, you're getting 10. This is a whole number, right? But these two aren't. So the two numbers that you add should also be whole numbers. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So now, what is the next property? So we were discussing properties of whole numbers. Okay, guys, you probably should be comfortable with the short forms. I'm not going to write the entire thing again. So we have addition property and we have multiplication property. Okay. So what is the second one? The second one is called commutative property. Now, guys, who can tell me what commutative property is? Commutative property, summation property.
If any number added in any order, it should come the same answer.
Good, good. Anyone, any other takers? Very good. That's the most simplest thing and the most accurate thing. Anyone with any other answers?
Sir, example, A plus B is equal to B, B plus A plus B is equal to B, B plus A.
This is what you want to tell, what I've written on the screen, A plus B equal to B plus A.
Yes.
Right. So basically, if I have any two whole numbers, A and B, and if I add them, irrespective of the order of addition, the answer does not change. It remains the same. Now, how can you relate the same commutative property in terms of multiplication, guys? In addition, plus was the operation.
So can I say?
Yeah.
So can I tell?
So what I'm saying is that when we multiply two numbers, then in order like A into B is equal to B into A, so it's like that in multiplication.
Right. Any, Pragya, you agree with the same thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next time, Vamika, let Pragya answer first. Okay. Okay. So basically, commutative property in terms of multiplication is the same thing. When irrespective of the order of multiplication, the final answer remains the same. So 3 into 2 is the same as 2 into 3. As simple as that. Okay. Even this is clear. Chalo. Now let's move on to the third property. 1 second.
Sir, the third property will be associative property.
Right. And what is the associative property of addition?
Sir, example is equal to A plus B bracket B plus C bracket close is equal to. Sir, background noise is coming.
Darshan, please mute yourself.
Sir, background voice is coming from someone.
Darshan, please mute yourself or I'll have to mute you. Okay, thank you. Okay. So guys, basically the idea is to not remember properties such as A plus B plus C bracket or A plus B bracket plus C. No, this is not what you have to remember. You just have to understand and apply it. Basically, if I'm giving you say number
So can I tell?
2 plus 3 plus 10. So I do not want you to memorize say brackets or something. It's just about how you open this up. When it's in a bracket, it's multiplied by 1. So it is 2 plus 3 plus 10. As simple as that. Or you can also write it as 2 plus 3 in the bracket, and you can write plus 10. As simple as that. So whenever we have say more than 2 whole numbers, we have 3 whole numbers over here. This is when the associative property comes into picture. So this bracket funda, please get that out of your system. Okay. That is, we were not worried about how we are able to learn or memorize it. It's about how we are able to apply it. Someone wanted to speak.
Sir, like
Yes.
in other words, the sum of 3 whole numbers remain the same even if their grouping is changed.
Right. So how are we supposed to correlate associative property over here, guys, in terms of multiplication?
So
Don't worry. Like, give me an example. Anyone with an example?
Sir, the example will be
3 multiplied by bracket 4 multiplied by 5 bracket is equal to 3 multiplied by 20 is equal to 60.
Yes, this is what you're saying, right? So now, Neha, for you.
So?
Yes?
So it could even be with 4 or more numbers.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because, see, 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. Okay. So you put it like this or you put it like this. It doesn't matter. You're getting the same answer, right? End of the day, it's just one statement. It's 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. Right? The brackets are just for separation and nothing else. Is that clear, Pragya?
In the other words, the product of 3 whole numbers remain the same even if the grouping of number is changed.
Right. Now, Neha, listen to me. Neha, the associative property is very simple. Say we have 3 whole numbers. Okay. Say we have 2, 3 and 5. Now, if I say 2 plus 3 plus 5, what is it? It is 10, right? Or if I say 2 plus 3 plus 5. So what is 2 plus 3? It is 5 plus what is left out? 5. Is it 10? Both of them are giving us the same answer. The idea is just to condense it or combine it. Is it clear, Neha? Is the associative property clear now? It is just for you because you said it wasn't clear.
Sir, understood, sir.
Okay. The same thing is done in case of multiplication. Say when I say 2 into 3 into 5. What is the answer? 5 3 is a 15, 15 2 is a 30 directly. But say I write it as this, 2 into 3 into 5. So let's first solve the bracket. 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 5. It is still 30. That is the idea. It is as simple as that. Alright?
Sir,
Yes.
like if we are having associative property in multiplication, like can we have, if we have 4 numbers, so example into 3 into 10 into 5.
Come again.
Example is that 2 into 3 and 2 into 3 is in bracket, and then I put an into sign, and then again I put bracket and say 3. So
3 into?
that's 3 into 10. So sir, is that okay or
okay,
is it allowed?
Atharva, this is what you're saying, right? Whatever is written on screen?
Yes.
So, what's your doubt if this is right?
Yeah.
So see.
Yeah, that was my doubt. That is like, would it be considered as associative property?
Yes, this is associative property of multiplication. Perfect. See, if I'm multiplying 2, 3, 3, 10, this is 180. Now, if I multiply 2 into 3 to 6 and 3 into 10 is 30, it is still 180. All you did was you put a bracket here.